This video is made possible with support from Weave, but more on them later. So if you're somebody who struggles with the appearance of dark circles and under eye bags, then usually going with an under eye cream is the easiest place to start. But the challenge is that there's so many different products on the market. How do you know not only what's going to actually work, but what's also going to be worth your money? Plus, some eye creams have ingredients that people are sometimes sensitive to or even allergic to. So in today's video, I'm going to break down different ingredients and research to highlight the 3 best under eye creams for dark circles and under eye bags, so that no matter what your budget is, you're going to be able to find something that's going to work and be safe for use around the eyes. Hey, guys and gentlemen, my friends, I'm Dr. Allen, and this is the channel Dr. Eye Health. And today we're going to be talking about under eye creams. And yes, this is a question I get all of the time from patients. They ask, what is the best eye cream for either their dark circles, the bags under their eyes, these sort of things. And the reality is there are some products that are considered better than others, especially for people who either have dry eye disease or have very sensitive eyes. In fact, some skincare products and cosmetics are now being linked to the development of ocular surface disease, irritation, and dry eyes, literally making your eyes and vision potentially worse over time. So first thing, and I think this is really important to understand, I even talk to my patients about this, is that if you have under eye bags, these are often due to anatomical changes to our face. This has to do with skin laxity and fat pad formation that occurs just due to age. And so while, yes, under eye creams can help with the appearance of under eye bags and dark circles, it is not a miracle cure. Under eye creams can help with reducing puffiness of the eyelids, but also the hyperpigmentation, again, the dark circles, by helping remove some of the pigment that's due to aging and sunlight exposure, but also helping improve the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, crow's feet around the eyelids, which ultimately does make the eyelids look healthier and more youthful. So yes, under eye creams do still have a place. So the first eye cream we have here today is the Lumify Eye Illuminations Hydrogel Brightening Eye Cream. I know it's a bit of a mouthful, right? But from a pricing standpoint, it's pretty middle of the road, quite reasonable, around $27-30 US. But what I really like about this is the fact that they have published clinical research to support both its efficacy and how well it works, but also its safety. And this is something that you just don't see very much, both in cosmetics as well as skincare products. They not only most of the time don't publish their research, let alone make it publicly available. Like, the research on this is open access. You can read it if you wish. I'll even put links to it in the description. But the research shows that, one, Lumify is not only extremely safe for all skin types, but is also well tolerated, which is important for people like myself with very sensitive skin. But also, two, it shows how it was effective, showing that it was able to not only improve the appearance of dark circles, but puffiness, fine lines, wrinkles, all of that. Which means it's not just like marketing terms on the box and things like that. This actually has evidence that it does help and work, which from a medical standpoint I think is really important. Now, what is also unique about Lumify is that it was specifically designed to avoid using any ingredients that are known to cause kind of adverse events, things like allergy, irritation, but also endocrine disruption and even immunosuppression. It's avoiding all of that, which means it has no fragrance, no alcohol, no sulfates, no mineral oil, also no phthalates or parabens. And that's all, again, because there is a growing amount of research showing that certain ingredients are linked to adverse events and ocular surface disease. And this was made purposely without any of those ingredients. Now, what's in the Lumify Eye Cream that actually makes it work includes things like vitamin B3, which is known as niacinamide, but also caffeine, vitamin E, vitamin C, as well as hyaluronic acid. Both the niacinamide and the vitamin C are in here because it helps with pigmentation as well as some of the inflammation that can occur in the skin tissues. And then caffeine is in here because caffeine helps constrict some of the blood vessels that make the eyes look a little bit more puffy and also contribute to any of the kind of a deep purple appearance that can often build up here in the lower part of the eyes. And then hyaluronic acid is inside here because that also helps firm up the skin, which helps pretty quickly get rid of the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And I mention all of these ingredients now because a lot of products on the market, in fact, have these types of ingredients, and I just want you to be aware of them. Now, as far as where to buy the Lumify Eye Cream, you can sometimes find it at local eye clinics. I know they will sometimes sell it. Otherwise, if you do shop at a local store, take note that you're probably not going to find this in the cosmetic or even skincare aisle. You'll instead find it in the eye care aisle. They even have their own line of makeup removers and other makeup products, which is all based on that same research that I mentioned before. Otherwise, if you want to shop online, there's various other places. You can sometimes even find them at a discount. And again, I'll put links in the description below. Oh, darn. I thought I shut this off. Oh, ironically, I got a message reminding me of my upcoming eye appointment, which is in fact a really good segue to our sponsor for today's video, Weave. Weave is an all-in-one communications platform designed specifically for healthcare practices, like your optometrist, your dentist, or family doctor. It helps clinics manage their phone calls, send things like text message reminders, collect reviews, and even handle billing all in one place. And while it's great for the clinic team, it's also great for patients too, meaning fewer phone tag games I have to play. I can get an appointment reminder sent straight to my phone. And it makes it easier for me to not only schedule appointments, but also reschedule appointments, and makes it faster for checkout at the end of my exam. I personally love when my doctor's office sends me a text reminder rather than leaving me a voice message because, let's be honest, reality is I'm never going to check it. So whether you're a healthcare provider wanting to make your clinic more connected or a patient who just wants things to run smoother, Weave is helping healthcare become simpler and more connected. If you do work in healthcare, then book a demo with Weave by clicking the link below and see how it can help you. Otherwise, huge thank you to Weave for sponsoring today's video and helping make staying on top of our health that much easier. Otherwise, let's get back to eye creams. So next up are eye creams that come from CeraVe. Now, CeraVe actually has 3 different eye creams on the market, which all come in around 17 to 20 US dollars, which really makes them sort of the best budget eye cream, in my opinion. Now, in general, CeraVe is a product that I've really enjoyed. They have ceramides in their product, which help with skin hydration. In fact, their kind of just daily moisturizer is kind of my daily driver for skin moisturizing. I use it for my face and neck every day. But again, as far as eye creams go, they have not only the eye repair cream, which I think is the oldest, they have the skin renewing eye cream, and now they have the skin renewing vitamin C eye cream. Now, if I had to pick just one, I'd probably go with the newest one, which is the Skin Renewing Vitamin C Eye Cream, mostly because it is most similar to that of Lumify. It has similar ingredients, it has niacinamide, it has vitamin C, it has caffeine, and hyaluronic acid in it. And while the box does say things like ophthalmologist tested, which I'll be straightforward with you, that doesn't really mean anything. It's more of just a marketing term, but it's supposed to be more gentle for the eyes, and even it says suitable for contact lens wearers, which again, you shouldn't be putting this in the eyes anyway, so I don't really know what that means. But the good thing, it is also fragrance-free and paraben-free. The only thing is that some people are allergic or very sensitive to vitamin C, especially at higher concentrations of it. And so if that is you, then I would probably audible over to just the Skin Renewing Eye Cream, which doesn't have the vitamin C in it, but still has the niacinamide, the caffeine, and the hyaluronic acid. This also has various peptides in it, which are believed to help with not only boosting collagen and elastin, but also helping reduce inflammation, which may be better for thin, aging skin, especially if you're concerned about the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. The only thing about the CeraVe products is that I personally have not seen published clinical data around its efficacy or its safety for that matter. I do know that some of the ingredients listed have alcohols in them, which I know some products have purposely avoided. But from a budget standpoint, if you're concerned about where the price point is, and if you want something that at least I have seen work for some of my patients as well as myself, then again, CeraVe products are sort of my best budget option. And then the final brand that I want to mention here today, I'm honestly quite surprised I haven't seen mentioned more often here on YouTube or online, and that comes from a company called Epionce. Epionce is considered more of a higher-end skincare product line, often sold from dermatologists as well as various eye clinics that specialize more in ocular aesthetics, and is considered more of a kind of medical grade skincare line. Epionce has both a luminous eye serum as well as a renewal eye cream, which does have research to support that using both products together results in just faster and better results. Now, where Epionce sets themselves apart compared to other products is that instead of using niacinamide, vitamin C, or caffeine, which a lot of people are sensitive or allergic to, instead Epionce doesn't use that. They instead use various botanicals and algae extracts to get the desired effects for the skin, which have been shown, again, and I'll talk about the research in just a moment, also can help with dark circles, the pigmentation, the puffiness, the fine lines, wrinkles, all of that. So if you're somebody who is sensitive to those other types of ingredients, then this is at least a brand that I know a lot of eye doctors and dermatologists often recommend. Now again, Epionce does have some research, but I had to personally request it as a provider, and I'm not sure if they make it publicly available. But looking at the published data for using both the eye cream and the eye serum together, it showed that within just using it for 1 to 2 days, the fine lines and wrinkles around the eye had significant improvement for the majority of people, which is impressive how fast it worked. Then for dark circles, it showed significant improvement for the majority of people within a matter of just 2 weeks and continued to improve beyond that the longer they used it. For both crow's feet as well as eyelid puffiness, that improved at about the 1 month mark for the majority of people, and again continued to improve thereafter. And then I was really impressed. They had significant improvement for the majority of people in the study for their upper eyelid droopiness, which honestly is very difficult to improve without surgical intervention. So again, I was impressed to see that, and that occurred at around the 14-week mark. Now for a premium product like this, it's expected it's going to be more expensive, and usually it runs somewhere around $60-70 for each product. And considering the research is so supportive of how they work synergistically together, I would personally just go ahead and get kind of them bundled together, which is around $135. However, I will put some links in the description below because sometimes they do go on sale and you can get them bundled together for like $100 or so, which is a pretty good deal. But again, if you're somebody who either is sensitive to those other ingredients, you want something more natural, and you want something that has clinical evidence that it works, then this would probably be my best bet. Now, a major thing about eye creams is that, yes, while some people do notice improvements within just 1 to 2 weeks of using these products, they often take 12 weeks or more of continuous use to truly start changing things like dark circles and pigmentation of the skin. And again, while they can help with eyelid puffiness and toning of the skin and removing fine lines and wrinkles, they are not a miracle cure for true under eye bags or like severe droopiness of the eyelids. And I would say if you've been using an eye cream for 2 to 3 months and you're just not getting the clinical effect you're looking for, then the next step is to consider either a procedure or surgical intervention. And if that's seriously kind of where you're at and considering, then the next step is to either reach out to a local eye clinic if they offer those sort of procedures, or at least look for an oculoplastic surgeon in your area, as they are the specialists who do eyelid surgeries around the eyes and face, as well as maybe just consulting with your local optometrist for a referral. Otherwise, I know that we covered a lot in today's video, and please let me know your favorite part of today's video, like what you found was most valuable, as well as just leave me a comment of kind of what's going on with the eyelids. Is there any questions you have about redness, irritation, something going on? I'd love to help. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Dr. Allen here from Dr. Eye Health. Keep an eye on it, and we'll see you in that next video.